I'll be going for Bud. You know, if he fight Canelo, I'll be going for him. I mean, I don't know if he gonna win or lose, but I definitely be going for Crawford. I think if anybody can pull it off, he can pull it off.
Do you feel that Canelo's going to win? Really? Really? So you'd put your money on Crawford? Yes. You make money.
Right now, I think Crawford is a little better than Mayweather, but Canelo have more experience right now.
Errol Spence Jr. has shared his thoughts on the highly anticipated showdown between Canelo Alvarez and Terence "Bud" Crawford, a dream matchup that has the boxing world buzzing. Known for his no-nonsense takes and sharp boxing IQ, Spence gave an honest and insightful breakdown of what might happen if these 2 pound-for-pound stars collide. With Canelo's raw power and natural size clashing against Crawford's masterful timing and versatility, Spence dissected their contrasting styles and strengths, offering fans a rare look into how one of boxing's elite sees this potential super fight playing out.
What do you think of that fight?
I think it's a great fight, especially at 160. I'm a guy that, you know, sucks down at 147. I mean, I really think that a lot of people see probably 80, 70% of who I really am in 147 pounds. And I'm a guy, especially when I got the WC belt, it helped me go up in weight. You know, I had an IVF and the 10-pound weight limit after the weigh-ins and things like that, so it helped me out a lot too. But I'm a guy that outgrown the weight. You know, I'm just holding around because I want to be undisputed champion at 147. But if it's a great fight at 160, you know, I can definitely move up to 160 and fight there easily.
Errol Spence Jr. has firmly voiced his support for Terence Crawford in the highly anticipated clash with Canelo Alvarez. Speaking to multiple media outlets, Spence emphasized that if there's anyone capable of moving up in weight and taking down Canelo, it's Crawford. He's chasing greatness, so why not? Spence remarked. While he stopped short of predicting a guaranteed victory, he made his stance clear. I don't know if he's going to win or lose, but I'll definitely be rooting for Crawford.
Why not? If Crawford wanna challenge himself to be great, let him try to be great, you know, so you know what I'm saying, I'm with it. So, you know, I'll be going for Bud, you know, if he fight Canelo, I'll be going for him. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna win or lose, but I definitely be going for Crawford. I think if anybody can pull it off, he can pull it off. You know, he's chasing greatness, so why not? Canelo came up to 175 and all that and fought Kovalev and fought the other guy too. So I mean, if he can do it, he started at 147. So I mean, if he's doing it, why can't?
That admiration from Spence comes with a heavy dose of first-hand respect. On July 29, 2023, Terence "Bud" Crawford delivered a career-defining performance, dismantling Errol Spence Jr. via 9th-round TKO to become the undisputed welterweight champion, the first to unify all 4 belts in the division since the dawn of the 4-belt era. Crawford was clinical, landing 185 of 369 punches, a staggering 50%, including 98 power shots at 60% accuracy. In contrast, Spence connected on just 96 of 480 punches, a mere 20%. Boxing analysts on Reddit and beyond broke down Spence's flaws, noting how his head often hung over his front foot, leaving him vulnerable, a mistake Crawford capitalized on with surgical precision. Crawford's superior footwork, seamless switch hitting, and elite timing didn't just beat Spence, they exposed his limitations. That night didn't just make history, it crowned Crawford as boxing's undisputed pound-for-pound king.
See, this is the thing. Canelo's looking to knock Crawford out. Canelo's not going to try to outbox him. So Canelo could fall into the same position Errol Spence was in, trying to knock out Crawford.
Terence Crawford has sent a clear and chilling message to Canelo Alvarez: no excuses when I win. Crawford confirmed there will be no catchweight clause, emphasizing that he wants to face Canelo at full strength, no compromises, no built-in alibis. I want him at his best, Crawford declared, so there are no excuses. I want the win to mean everything. Tensions flared even more after a heated press event where Canelo aggressively shoved Crawford, setting social media ablaze. Crawford's response was swift and ominous: I got you. You're going to remember. The message was unmistakable. He's not just coming to win, he's coming to make a statement and leave a lasting mark on Canelo in the ring. D4-pound king.
However they rate me, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we got to fight, and I'm going to win the fight. Simple as that.
That's you. About if there's any rematch clause for the fight with Canelo.
No, it's not.
That's something for sure.
No, I didn't.
And there's any weight restrictions to the fight at all?
No, it's not.
A lot of fighters would like to put on a weight restriction to this type of fight. Why didn't you want to do that?
Cause I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything. I want him at his best.
There's a lot of experts that think Canelo's not the same fighter. His punch output's a lot less. What do you think, considering the last 12 months or so? Is he the same fighter he was maybe a few years ago?
I think he is. I just think, he just wasn't up for the skull fight. And I think, different fighters bring different, energies out of other fighters.
A lot of people are judging you on the Madrimov fight, saying you struggled moving up in weight. You're going further up in weight. And they think that's going to go against you based on the Madrimov fight. How do you kind of reply to that?
Oscar de la Hoya remains on the fence when it comes to the blockbuster matchup between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford. On one hand, he acknowledges the immense challenge Crawford faces. Canelo's natural size and granite chin at 168 pounds make him one of the most formidable fighters in the sport. De la Hoya points to Canelo's proven durability, reminding fans that he stood toe-to-toe with punchers like Sergey Kovalev at light heavyweight, absorbed Gennady Golovkin's thunderous uppercuts across 3 brutal fights, and walked through Dmitry Bivol's combinations without flinching. That kind of punishment, de la Hoya notes, builds a level of resilience few can match. Yet he doesn't dismiss Crawford's chances. In fact, he heaps praise on Bud's boxing IQ, footwork, and versatility, calling him a master, even likening his adaptable style to Bruce Lee. De la Hoya believes Crawford's heart and ring intelligence give him a real shot. Still, he's quick to point out an age-old truth in boxing: a good little man has never beaten a good big man. The weight jump remains a key concern. Crawford is moving up 2 full divisions to face a battle-tested champion, and analysts have questioned whether his speed and power, already less effective at 154, will hold up at 168. Critics argue Crawford has never taken sustained punishment from legitimate super middleweights, making this the ultimate test of both his skill and physical limits.
Made a great point when talking about sizes, because he said if you look at them two together now, they look the same size. He said people have got the idea of the size thing wrong. It's not looking at them as a physical package. It's who has absorbed the bigger shots in the weight division. So, and it was good. It was a very good point. He was like, Canelo has been hit by light heavyweight and super middleweights for the best part of a decade.
Basically.
He's so used to taking those shots, whereas Crawford hasn't. Crawford's been hit by 140 guys and 147 guys for the best part of the decade.
Yeah.
What's Crawford going to be like? So basically, trying to say, Canelo could easily absorb Crawford shots. Can Crawford easily absorb Canelo's punches?
If you're taking shots from Triple G, Sergey Kovalev, and Dmitry Bivol, and you're staying on your feet, not getting hurt,
not even getting wobbled,
just literally shaking it off, you can take Terence Crawford shots.
Hall of Fame legend Sugar Ray Leonard understands just how monumental Terence Crawford's leap in weight truly is. Speaking to the media, Leonard delivered a heartfelt and sobering message, drawing from his own experience moving through divisions. "It's a big difference," he said. "Every time he hits me, he hurts me. But you can do it." Leonard didn't sugarcoat the risks, but he offered tactical advice rooted in championship wisdom. He urged Crawford to lean into his strengths, stay on the outside, use footwork, control distance, and let his ring IQ do the work. "Fight your fight," Leonard emphasized, highlighting that Crawford's best chance lies in avoiding prolonged exchanges and outmaneuvering Canelo's forward pressure. Still, voices of caution remain loud. As great as Crawford is, the physical demands of facing a seasoned, heavy-handed super middleweight like Canelo, who has consistently walked through bombs from elite punchers, raise serious questions. Leonard's message is clear: it's possible, but it's going to take more than greatness, it'll take perfection.
What about Crawford do you think can bridge the weight gap, or like with you, what did bridge the weight gap? Because a lot of people are just saying, hey, Canelo's just too big for someone like Terence.
That's true, but you know what? There's always a way. There's always a way.
Rising welterweight star Jaron Boots Ennis issued a blunt warning to Terence Crawford, urging caution ahead of the proposed 2-division leap to face Canelo Alvarez. Ennis pointed out the danger of skipping a tune-up at 160 pounds, calling the jump straight to 168 a massive gamble. He emphasized Canelo's proven knockout power, reminding fans that the Mexican star has hurt and flawed opponents who rehydrated well above 200 pounds. "Canelo's power is real," Ennis said. "That's not something you just walk into untested." While Ennis made it clear he respects Crawford's elite skill set, he believes the size and strength disadvantage is undeniable. Unless Bud seriously adapts, both his strategy and his physical prep, it favors Canelo, he said. "But I think if anyone can adjust, it's Crawford. He's got the mindset." He's just got to be smart about how he approaches it. Still, the warning remains. Greatness alone won't be enough if Crawford doesn't prepare his body for the war that awaits at 168.
The words Canelo, because like I said before, he been putting big guys out and down. Canelo not even really a 68 pounder. He probably really should be at 60, maybe. And he been hurting these guys. I think he dropping these guys and things like that. So, and them guys be way bigger than him come fighting at. I know that for sure. He be probably close to 200 pounds, and he dropping those guys like that. So, I don't know. It's gonna be a great fight. The fans want to see it. So, so be it. I think Crawford should take a warm-up fight. At like 60, or like at least at 60, just to get his body, the feeling of somebody a little bit bigger, and things like that. I know when you go up in weight, you gotta, develop that power and not develop the power, but like that muscle on and be heavier and things like that. So he might not want to take a fight because he's trying to build up right now. But I think he should, just to stay sharp and that way he don't have like a long layoff.
Amir Khan, one of the rare fighters to have shared the ring with both Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, has thrown his support behind Crawford in the potential super fight. Reflecting on his experiences, Khan praised Crawford's exceptional boxing IQ, slick footwork, movement, and pinpoint accuracy. Bud was incredibly hard to hit, Khan said, contrasting it with how easily he found openings against Canelo in their 2016 bout. Before being stopped by a devastating right hand, Khan acknowledged Canelo's superior one-punch knockout power, calling it a real threat Crawford must respect. But he believes Crawford's ring intelligence and tactical sharpness give him a legitimate shot at victory if he approaches the fight with the right strategy and caution. It's not about matching Canelo's power, Khan noted. It's about outthinking him, outmoving him, and being one step ahead at all times. In his view, if anyone can overcome the weight gap with skill and smarts, it's Terence "Bud" Crawford.
Between them, Canelo's stronger. Canelo's stronger and is easily hit. Very easily hit, very easily. Compared to when I fought against Crawford, I couldn't have hit. Clean. They both hit hard. And you could see the strength when I was fighting against Crawford. He is very strong as well. So, look, yeah, but why does he need to give that much weight? He's pound for pound #1 in the world. Why does he have to go for fighting Canelo?
I think that Crawford could beat him. Crawford is a big 147 fighter and he's strong as well, which a lot of people don't give him for. I think that fight does happen as long as Crawford stays away and just be smart. He can win that fight. I think Crawford's a better fighter than Charlo. He's a smart fighter as well. He switches and everything.
Legendary commentator Jim Lampley has weighed in on the potential megafight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, calling it one of boxing's grandest spectacles. Lampley praised Crawford as the most complete fighter in the sport today, comparing his adaptability and surgical counterpunching to the legendary Sugar Ray Robinson. He believes Crawford has the tools to frustrate and outmaneuver Canelo over 12 tactical rounds. However, despite the high praise, Lampley leans slightly in favor of Canelo. He points to the Mexican champion's proven chin, punishing bodywork, and durability at super middleweight as deciding factors. Crawford has to fight the perfect fight, Lampley noted. He has to outbox Canelo from start to finish. Because if he slips, even once, Canelo's power can flip the script in a heartbeat. In Lampley's eyes, the fight is a high-wire act for Crawford, where brilliance must meet flawless execution.
Going to fight Canelo, because even if I have some doubts and misgivings about the size matchup, it is two action fighters who like to fight aggressively times, not all the times, going against each other, and we'll see who can open the other person's tuna can.
Yet legendary trainer Teddy Atlas remains unwavering in his support for Terence "Bud" Crawford. "I'm not going against Crawford. His special," Atlas declared, pointing to Crawford's elite ring IQ, impeccable timing, and almost instinctive perception as the intangible X-factor that could neutralize Canelo Alvarez's strength and championship experience. While Atlas respects Canelo's power and resume, he also notes signs of physical decline. "Canelo's slowed down," he observed. "He's more flat-footed, more hittable, and that's dangerous against someone like Crawford." Atlas believes Crawford's adaptability, combined with the confidence he's earned through overcoming elite opponents and testing himself at 154 pounds, positions him to handle the jump to 168 with purpose, not panic. Still, not all trainers are sold on Crawford's dominance carrying over. Maybe he's a little too confident, some argue, suggesting the leap in weight and strength could prove overwhelming, even for a generational talent. The divide among boxing minds only adds more intrigue to a clash already brimming with legacy-defining stakes.